Alright then guys, how's it going? It's JTJudgment here, back again guys with another FIFA 16 Legend review in Ultimate Team for you all. And today guys, I'm going to be bringing you a review on the 88 rated Irish midfielder Roy Keane. But before I get into the review, as always guys, I'd like to give a massive shout out and say a huge thank you to the boy that was nice enough to let me use his account to do this review. He's let me use multiple legends recently guys, so in the description you're going to find a link taking you to his account. If you follow that link, showed some support, said a massive thank you from me as well as yourselves guys, I'd really appreciate it. Also in the description down below you're going to be finding a link to cdkeys.com if you guys are looking to buy some Microsoft points, some PSN codes, some cheap games, even some Apple iTunes cards. Check cdkeys.com, use that link. I can guarantee you guys they got some of the best prices around. So guys, Roy Keane in this game, I'm going to be honest with you, I wasn't necessarily really excited to get to use him. You know, players like George Weah, Crespo, Pele, players like that, you know, you get really hyped up and you really want to get them in game and use them as soon as possible. You know, Roy Keane hasn't really been one of those players since he was introduced into FIFA for me back in FIFA, well, last year in FIFA 15, because he's a midfielder. I don't really get that hyped up guys to use midfielders in this game unless you're talking the likes of, you know, Paul Pogba Team of the Year stats. Just look at his stats guys, he doesn't necessarily look like the greatest midfielder in the world. You know, he's got 71 pace and shooting, 81 passing, 78 dribbling, 86 defending and 90 physical. Now those stats definitely do point out that he should be used as a defensive midfielder, obviously 90 physical and 86 defending, pointing that out. But I gotta be honest with you guys, I was really surprised in game to find out that he played just as well as a cam as he would as a centre defensive midfielder. You know, he was all over the place for me, no matter where I used him. You know, started out using him in the team. If I started games off as a CDM, he would always attack for me, as well as defend. If I started him off as a cam, I always found him in positions to either attack and defend as well. So I just found him doing the work no matter where I used him, you know, doing all the work. Even though his stats on the card don't necessarily look that great, in game for me he really did surprise me. He made the game fun to play, you know, even though he's a midfielder, he made the game fun to play. He got involved in the games and I loved him for it. Now, as good as Keane was for me guys, I did find a couple of weaknesses, one of which being he's only got 2-star skills. That is crippling in this game because you really are limited to, I think it's ball rolls and step overs. There may be 1 or 2 skill moves that I can't think off the top of my head that you can use with a 2-star skiller. But me personally guys, my gameplay and game style or play style has evolved to the point where I need at least 3-star skillers in this game, because I find myself trying to use the roulette as a default skill move in this game. I do it without thinking. The roulette is the skill move that I go to use all the time with anyone I use without thinking guys. So the fact that I couldn't do it with Keane, I went to use it, he didn't do it because he can't use the roulette. It caused me to lose the ball on numerous occasions, and for me personally it just got a little frustrating while using him, you know. His weak foot for me really wasn't the greatest as well guys. He's got the 2-star skills like I said, and he's got 3-star weak foot, but he missed so many easy simple opportunities for me guys. It just forced me to realise that he is definitely a one-footed player in this game. Roy Keane's shooting will only come into play guys, in my personal opinion, from what he was like for me when you shoot with his right foot, and his aerial ability for me wasn't the greatest as well. Now when it comes to his strengths for me guys, they really do outweigh the weaknesses that I did find. Let's start off with his shooting guys. For 71 shooting on the card, my god guys, this boy has got an absolute rocket of a shot. I think some of the clips will show you exactly what this boy can do. When he defends well. When he attacks really well as well, and on occasion he might pull off an absolutely insane long shot for you guys. So that is definitely something to look into when buying this card. His dribbling and ball control for me was insane as well. Didn't have a problem there. He wasn't slow on the ball. He definitely wasn't fast on the ball, don't get me wrong. But I've used a lot of players in this game with the dribbling stats similar to Keane's, and they were a hell of a lot worse than him, so that was definitely nice to see in game with the legend Roy Keane as well. Moving into his other positives now, guys, passing for me was fantastic. Just starting plays off with him, he just didn't seem to play a bad pass for me, you know, very, very consistent in that area for me. His positioning for me was absolutely fantastic as well. Now, his work rates are high defensive and medium attacking, but he didn't feel like that in game, you know, guys. Like I said, he was always getting involved. He really did feel like a player with high work rates, but at the same time of having high work rates, his positioning for me was perfect. You know, he always was where I needed him, whether it be to start an attack, whether it be to finish an attack, to take a long shot, to, you know, make a goal-saving tackle for me. He was all over the place, guys. So positioning in general for me was absolutely insane. Strength-wise, absolutely no problem. I mean, in-game, if you look, he's got 95 aggression and 89 strength. So with a player with stats like that, guys, unless something's wrong in-game, you're not really going to be having a problem. And I personally didn't. Strength-wise, with this card, absolutely fantastic. So when it comes down to it, guys, Roy Keane in this game for me was absolutely fantastic. I'm glad to say that I enjoyed using him a hell of a lot more than I expected to. In my opinion, guys, I gotta say he is definitely worth his current price tag. I'm not 100% sure how much he goes for, guys, but I'm pretty sure it's only a couple of 100,000. Not the most expensive legend of them all, but I gotta say, guys, he was fantastic for me. My personal opinion, he is definitely worth the coins. But that is gonna wrap up my thoughts on him, guys. Let me know your thoughts on him in the comment section down below if you guys have used Roy Keane for yourself. And don't forget, as always, guys, smash the like button if you did enjoy. Also hit that subscribe button as well today if you enjoyed the content and you would like to see more from myself coming very, very soon. And as always from me, guys, please take care, and I will see you all next time. Ta-da, guys.